Hey guys, welcome to BeastAtPlay.com. On this episode of 101 Ways to Play, I'm here with UHLE Studio's owner and operator, B. Jack.
Hey guys.
I always like to start with people's background, fitness background, and the most sedentary time in your life.
Okay. My fitness background kind of harbored when I was a collegiate athlete. I played Division I football for 4 years, and I really took my training very seriously because I knew I had the talent, but I wanted to be better. So in order to be better or to set yourself apart, you have to, one, establish a work ethic and then get after your goals. All right? And I knew I could get better on the field by what I get off. All right? And that came in the training environment. Okay? And I would say, since I've always been an athlete, I've never really had a sedentary lifestyle until maybe, I think the year that I had a serious injury. I broke my jaw, and I was kind of sidelined for about 6 weeks. I had my mouth wired shut, and I was not able to play football for like a whole year, considering that I fractured. I had a complete break, actually, in my mandible, which is my jaw. So I was kind of sidelined, and in that time I did gain a little weight. I wasn't as fit and active, but as soon as I was cleared to participate in sports, I got right back to it.
What motivated you initially? What was the mindset that got you into knowing what I do off the court or what I do off the field is going to affect what I do on the field?
Initially, like I said, I had that shock when I set foot on campus. And the first thing they told us, like, hey, we have optional summer workouts. You can be here if you want to. It's optional. But, like, if you really want a chance at playing, you're going to be here.
Right.
It's a chance for you to get better. And, from that moment, I got to school maybe 2 months early, right before classes started. That moment I set foot on campus, I made every single workout. It was a huge challenge. But, my goals were very serious, and I wanted to take it to the next level. I still love football as much as I did, in my playing days, but I started to transition into preservation of the body, like the preparatory phase. So, like for those guys that play sports or, people that just want to take care of their bodies as opposed to, like pound your body, that's the route that I kind of went. And, after years of hard work and applying what I learned from my strength and conditioning coaches, I was presented with the opportunity to get involved in training, because they used to see me come in and work out when I was training, playing arena ball. I come in and do my workout and get out of there, and go to practice or whatever I had to go do. And they noticed that. Like, man, you know what you're doing. Like, the form is good. Like, what's up with you?
Let's pass this on. Each one teach one.
Exactly.
And tell me, before you go on, what is the importance, or tell everyone, what is the importance of preservation of the body, taking care of your body, and training for function, so that you're not overusing or overloading the body?
Okay, well, as far as training goes, every athlete, and every person should be considered an athlete because they're training for something. So they may not be competing on TV, they may not be competing for anything in particular, but you're an athlete and you need to train yourself for what you want in life. And I would say you have to consider what your goals are in life before you have an approach to training. And you need to apply those principles for what you want into your training so that what you do when you train is functional and, appropriate for what you want in life. You have to have a good approach. You have to have a balanced diet. You have to fuel yourself for what you want. So considering the training and what you're training for, like if you have a 3-month weight loss competition, you obviously want to lose weight. So your training has to incorporate, you burn the calories to drop weight.
Right.
3,500 calories burned is a pound of weight loss. You have to think about that. You have to think about how you fuel your body in order to attain those goals. Like you have daily goals as far as caloric intake and caloric expenditure. You have weekly goals, and then you have your monthly goals, and then you have your overall long-term.
And for someone who's watching this right now and was like, whoa, what did he just say? How can I simplify this? How can I do this every single day? And along with my everyday life, along with the balance of it all, what do you say to me?
Well, to that person, I would say just take time to consider and think about what you want. Not just physically, but what do you want out of life? Like, what do you want to be able to do? Do you, like, if you love playing basketball recreationally, Like, is that something that you want to continue to do? Like, how long do you want to do that? You have to think about everything that you want to do in life. I always say, try to lay out what your goals are physically and just, as a person, 1 year, 3 years, and 5 year goals. So think about that, and then you're able to dissect those goals into smaller goals, and you kind of align yourself to meet those goals, all right? I would say just try to have a balanced diet, so think about, your macros and your micros. The macros, obviously your proteins, carbohydrates, and your fats, and try to keep a balanced diet as it relates to what you want to do. So, if you want to gain muscle mass, you probably have to eat a little bit more. So you have to think about that. And most people think, if I eat more, I'm just going to be fat. No, not necessarily. That's when the training aspect comes into play, because you're trained to utilize the fuel that you put in your body in a manner that will lead you to your goals. So it's always just think ahead. A lot of people just wake up like, I want to work out, I want to be fit, and they just go do whatever.
Right.
It's not necessarily terrible to do that, because at least you're being proactive and you're trying to take a step towards those goals, but it won't be as efficient.
Moving without courage.
Exactly.
Towards a focus.
Exactly. Planning or Felon's plan is planning plan.
Exactly.
The living experience, UHLE, UHLE, we have our hashtag UHLE Life, but we've impacted a lot of lives so far, and we're just starting out. We've been here in South Loop since August of 2015, and our goal is to expand, whether it be more studios like this throughout the city, where we can impact more people, or finding a larger facility where we can, accommodate more people at once under the same roof. That's all in the plan. So we're trying to maximize, our impact right here in this studio before we look into taking it any further. We don't want to spread ourselves too thin.
Tell me about your training style. What is your favorite training style? How do you like to get in the gym? How do you like to play?
All right. I'm very versatile as a trainer, and that's how I got a lot of popularity in this industry. It's because I'm able to do a lot of different things with a lot of different people. So I kind of cater the training experience to the people I'm working with. All right. So in a group setting, I try to do, diverse training styles to implement different things and just try to attack the body in different capacities, so that, we target different energy systems. That's a whole different discussion. But I would say I have the most fun with performance training. Like, you get, not necessarily, they don't have to be an actual athlete that plays sports, but you get people in here that are willing to take their bodies and test, the true potential. What can I get out of my body from a physical standpoint?
To the limit.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's the most fun. It's not like the other training styles are not fun. Seeing people work, seeing people have that mental focus to execute something that is not like so commonplace.
The fight.
Yeah, not the basic squat, lunge. You're doing things like plyometrics. You're going, as hard as you can for 10 to 15 seconds. It may not be like doing 100 reps or something, but you just going as hard as you can and really putting your body to the test. That is, that is so fulfilling to just see people doing things like that.
That's my type of style. That's how I like to apply the beast. So tell me how the circuit that you'll be putting me through, or the workouts that we'll be doing today.
So basically doing a strength move where you're loaded, like with weights. Let's say it's weighted squats, and then I'll have you do squat jumps right after.
Right.
All right, so your body, is activated and it's engaged, and then right after, like that response for explosion. Just to give you guys a glimpse into what I do when I train myself. I'm just going to do some complex movements that involve total body. So I like to do that because it's very efficient. You can get your heart rate up quickly, and you can work, your entire body so that you stabilize or engage your core in a capacity that a basic movement would.
Right.
All right. So it's all about functionality of what you're doing. So I like to do complex moves like that because it engages, stabilizes it. It engages your core. It calls for you to do multiple things at the same time and keep the integrity of those isolated movements
intact.
Intact while you're doing it in a complex manner.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of 101 Ways to Play on BeastThatPlay.com. Special thank you to B-Jack. Tell everyone where they can find you. Book sessions at UHLE Studios, Nike, and the Jordan brand, or offering.
Okay. You guys can catch me at UHLE Studios. We are located in the South Loop at 1727 South Indiana. We're in Suite G03. You can also sign up for classes in studio, or you can check us out online, www.theuhle.com. You can also check me out at the Nike Plus Studio on Michigan Avenue. You can sign up for classes there at nike.com/Chicago. And you can also catch me at Station 23, which is the headquarters for Jordan Brand Training in Chicago. That's located at 32 South State Street, above the new Jordan store. And you can sign up for classes at 32southstate.com.
So you have no excuse. Get up, get out, and go play.
That's how you work. Working here.
That was good. That was good.